All right, everyone, and hello. Welcome back to our 20th anniversary Monster Hunter Countdown. Up next, 183 Cephadrome. How the hell did he get into the top 200? I mean, look, I voted for Queen Vespoid, so I know there's probably a lot of other people voting for him as well. Classic-looking armor design, definitely reminiscent of the original armor set design philosophy. Original armor set design philosophy in Monster Hunter was, we don't want to use anything that would make players feel too bad about killing the monsters. There was a lot of scales. Obviously, that philosophy changed pretty dramatically over time. But I think, it definitely has an aesthetic. You definitely feel like you're taking these monsters apart piece by piece and creating something that's interesting. Armor set-wise, not good. Not a good set. Says a lot of things about it being weak to thunder. It's actually weaker to ice. Auto tracker is okay. Everything else is bad. Ice was not originally in the first generation of Monster Hunter, so they might actually have been carrying forward some older armor descriptions because it just wasn't there. I mean, he is, reasonably weak to thunder, but I wouldn't. If I was going to go element, I don't know why I would ever do that. I mean, unless you're somehow hitting the back. And even then, you could just be hitting the head. Takes 30%. I don't know. Status-wise, I mean, I don't know. Reasonably weak to para. Should be weak to stun, but man, did I have a hard time getting stuns off. This quest is a little infamous. This is in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. G1 has a quest that requires you to fight 2 Cephadrome. That may not seem bad, but because it's G rank, they just hit so hard when you're going in with high rank armor or unupgraded G1 armor, which is what I have. And I very dumbly use the last of my max potions without combining, so at some point I do die and I have to spend the rest of this quest without the extra 50 health from that max potion. It was fun. I have done challenge runs, though. I've gone through the full game before, and one of the first times I did that, I didn't cart, I think, a single time? Maybe I didn't triple cart a single time until literally this quest. They just, they gang up on you. If you don't have dung bombs, if you can't separate them, you'll be attacking one and the other one's flying behind you. In worst case scenario, they find some way to paralyze you, so that would be bad. So, overall, there's not a lot to say. I mean, sonic bombs do work on him. He hops out of the ground. He will shoot sand straight forward. Sometimes he'll do like a little fanning sand attack. He'll spin and he'll hip check. I don't think I missed anything. That's it. You can paralyze him. And again, you can try and get a KO off. But I don't know, maybe the hit register just isn't that good. I mean, it doesn't take very good damage on his head anyways, so kind of a mixed bag. Got extremely lucky there. We almost died. Cats helped us out. Definitely an example of a monster in G1 that rewards you for coming in prepared. If you come in prepared with sonic bombs, if you come in prepared with dung bombs, you're probably going to have an okay time. If you're patient and you either make sure you're standing on his left so he won't rotate into you, or if you've got some sort of positioning under his legs, it'll also be really good. For you, Charge Blade moveset, by the way, very fun. Feels ever so slightly slower than the modern era Charge Blade, but feels like it hits a lot harder. I don't know. I've never really one for one compared the motion values. They definitely wanted people to want to use the new weapons in this game between both Charge Blade and Insect Glaive. One thing I can say is if you're going for guard points, though, and I think I've said this before, make sure you're taking advantage of the special attack button. Way more consistent at getting out a guard point than just trying to sheath otherwise or transform otherwise. It's a little quirk. Pretty sure they fixed that in GU. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I haven't done too much Charge Blade in GU. See, I'm landing all those impact files on the head. And so here is a Sonic Bomb. They can get popped out angry or calm, which is a big benefit. Yeah, that move just looks so good. And you really can get out a lot of AEDs. I mean, you know, 6 impact files condensed. Again, it should KO, especially because he's only got 100 stun resistance initially. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't imagine the thing is wrong. I just think maybe... Oh, wow, I killed him as he hip checked me. That's funny. I'll do the same thing to this guy as well. So yeah, originally from Monster Hunter the original, really infamous there because, again, you had to really prepare Sonic Bombs and he did not like leaving. You could hit him and pop him out of the sand, but that was not ideal in the first generation. So normally you would farm up like a bunch of Velociprey and then get gunpowder and then turn that into Sonic Bombs. They are much more generous with both him and Green Plesioth in the later generations about giving them AI that if you were to run out of Sonic Bombs, you're not just completely out of luck. Okay, Cephalo Shard, a thick scale packed with moisture, giving it a weird texture hunters go for. Do they eat them? I think they eat them. That's what that sounds like to me. Cephalos Grandfin, a high-quality Cephalos fin, much sharper than your run-of-the-mill fin. Cephalos Hardfang, an evolved fang, strong and sharp enough to chew right through a Carpathian. I guess that's saying they eat crabs? I guess they gotta eat something. Okay, up next, 181, Green Narga. There's actually gonna be 2 green monsters in a row. That's a hell of a coincidence. They're gonna fight him in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and then we'll be fighting Green Plesioth and Freedom Unite. Look forward to that. Again, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Goodbye.